And with it.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture. And none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. And that's not just a tribute to them.
Thanks, David. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Alfred Payton is out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. Most that sticks out in your mind?
No doubt. The very first time I put on that Knicks jersey, you know, your rookie year, the game was in Orlando. I got to play 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, especially on a really good team. And it was an awesome experience. That was a moment you had dreamt of your entire life if you grew up wanting to play basketball, man, and I was pumped.
That's a great story. Vidal, the pass to Robinson. Here's Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. 4-point game.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's O'Connor. A 3 off the mark. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Vidal. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Greg Jr., as you know, taken in this year's draft. He didn't last long on the board, and this team jumped on the chance to draft him.
There are a lot of high upside players in the draft, but none more so than Jr. He's an athletic monster and could end up being the best player of this class.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. It's Mills in for Murray. To Mills, to the paint, and the dunk by Lyles.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And here's Junior. He's got 5, and it's in there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
San Antonio trailing here. O'Connor the pass to Mills. 3-pointers off the mark. New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself. Accelerates off the screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
The pass to O'Connor. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Knicks leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Dotson the pass to Vidal. And Junior throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
The Spurs have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded closely. Out to the right wing. And Cobb, the bucket on the assist by Junior. And the Knicks lead by 5. And a look at the #1 overall pick in the draft, Hendricks Cobb, an incredible athlete who has the potential to be a game changer for this team.
Born in New Jersey but grew up in Louisiana, Cobb has been used to the spotlight for a long time. He has all the tools to be a superstar in short order.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
San Antonio with the ball. Mills looking it over. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 5.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Tries from the block. Here's DeRozan. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. DeRozan's got 8.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. And the Knicks good for 2.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Cobb. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And now a 9-point New York lead. Passes it to O'Connor. This one for 3. The shot comes out. Got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the New York Knicks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. I feel you can learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together. So that's what I'm doing.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least is an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Ntilikina. Portis is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Junior. And it's Dotson in at the 3 spot.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And it's DeRozan missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Portis kicks to Junior. New York moving the ball around. Shots good by Gibson.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Count the basket. Junior's got 15 points. And Junior coming into the NBA from college ball wasn't the top recruit from his class, Greg, but he showed what he can do.
Junior had some fantastic performances during his college career. Nobody was quite sure where he would land in the draft. This team's convinced that he can be a factor in the NBA.
Mills in the corner to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Junior kicks to Ntilikina.
Left side.
Gibson with it. Hurdles there. 2 points. That one goes. Gibson's got 4 points this quarter.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
New York calls timeout. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. And so it's New York in. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more. Making a switch here. Junior's checked in. And so here is New York.
Right here.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. No good from Peyton. Spurs trail by 19. Gay and Aldridge are up front. White is out there with Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Now, here's Junior. White covering. Harkless. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Harkless has got 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
White wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. New York leading by 19 points. Here's Junior. 15 points in the game. That shot off. White with the defensive effort. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Off target with his 3.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012. Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. For New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Vidal, the pass to Cobb. Hits the three-point bomb. 14 points for him.
And with the confidence to sink shots from downtown, Cobb helps his team space the floor.
Outside DeRozan. Over Barrett. DeRozan finds Aldridge. Out to the wing. The 3 from Mills. Drills the three-pointer. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. New York leading by 19 points. Junior with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Vidal, the pass to Barrett. Here's Junior. The 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. Down low. And Aldridge slams it in.
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first guy.
Junior kicks to Barrett. Pass to Vidal. New York moving it around. And Portis throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And they double up DeRozan. Bounce pass Aldridge. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can see what...
You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem and Robinson and Shaq. Someone said, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? Giannis. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
And New York, looking at who they've got, Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Junior's out there with Wayne Ellington, and it's Robinson in at the center position.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half. And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Pass to Wiles. The Knicks pull it in. Junior's got 6 rebounds in the game. And this the first action for Junior in the NBA. A lot, Greg, to like about the future for this young player.
All the hard work and grind that Junior's put in his whole life, it's all led to this moment. Without a doubt, this is something he'll never forget.
To the inside, Murray. No good that time. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Vidal, the pass to Knox. Trying to get open is Robinson. Knox misses. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Wiles with a wide open look. Drops in the tray.
We call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
And Junior throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Wiles. Misses off the left iron.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Vidal, the pass to Knox, and he makes that one. Knox has got 4 points this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Spurs have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Inside, here's Aldridge. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Luka Samanic.
Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. DeRozan for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
DeRozan brings the double team. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? You talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. From beyond the arc, and it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 8 rebounds in this game. Doubled by Murray. The pass to Ellington. And here's Junior. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. Here's Vidal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is off.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Dodson's checked in for the Knicks. Here is Forbes. Now, here's Junior. Robinson. And Robinson is right there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now Walker. Can they get it? And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 9 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Ellington. The 3. And that one is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And Junior throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Passes it to Forbes. Here's Walker. And he makes good on the layup.
Oh, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Junior with it. Here's Dotson. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Knox. Junior's out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dotson in at the 3 spot.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Knicks making the shot. On its way from DeRozan for 2. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Robinson passes to Knox. To the left wing. Some nice passing by New York here. Vidal off target from outside. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. It's tipped. .139 left in the 4th quarter. Back to Knox. Wide open look. Robinson passes to Dotson. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
When you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already won it one time and only have to do it one more time.
And what components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Junior.
Well, I like the ferocity on defense now. He was constantly putting himself in the path of steals and coming up with them, too.
Here's Forbes. His 3-pointers off the mark. New York with the ball. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's 31 points for Junior.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now, here's Walker. From deep. Rebounded by Knox. Now, here's Junior. Bucket's good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being